beginner trumpet. So today we are going to be working on page 6 of our Essential Elements book. So we're going to start with rolling along. The first thing we need to do is rest our instrument, and we are going to clap and count rolling along together. I'm just going to move this over a little bit so I can see it. All right, so counting and clapping, rolling along. 1 and 2 together, count and clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and rest. 1, 2, 3, and rest. 1, 2, 3, and rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, rest, rest, rest. We're going to buzz the notes. So take your mouthpiece off of your instrument and let's buzz. All right. After you buzz all the notes, then hook it back into your instrument and let's play it. We're going to go nice and slow. We're going to add a perfect embouchure, and we're going to sit up tall to get lots of air through, and we're going to play. 1 and 2 together, let's play. At the end, we have a double bar line, so we don't have to repeat it. Okay, let's go on to number 15. 15 is a rhythm rap. So you're going to count and play this. And right before 15, it talks about a half note. And a half note gets 2 beats of sound, and a half rest is the exact opposite. It gets 2 beats of silence. So we have a half note and a half rest. When we clap and count a half note, it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, because the note gets 2 counts. Just like when we play a half note, it sounds like this. So 2 beats of sound. Okay, let's count and clap number 15. 1 and 2 together, let's play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest. We repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest, rest. Okay, if you noticed, that was actually counting and clapping for number 16. 16 and 15 have the exact same rhythms. So we've already done that. So now we're ready to buzz. Let's give it a shot. 1 and 2 together, buzz. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. You can even buzz it a second time because it is repeated. Ready and play. try to make different notes while you're buzzing. It shouldn't all sound the same. Okay, now we're gonna hook up and we're gonna try to play number 16, the half counts. 1 and 2 together, let's play. Make sure you're tonguing. Very good. All right, you might have noticed second valve was trying to stick on me a little bit. So make sure, just making you guys aware, make sure that you are not using flat fingers, because if you do, then the piston actually is being pushed down kind of like this and will start to stick. But if you make Lego hands like this, like a C, then you're pushing it straight up and down, and the valve will actually do what it's supposed to do and come up. So I think that was my sticky finger problem, as I was pushing not as nice and up and down like a C. Okay, number 17 is hot cross buns, and we love hot cross buns because it's only 3 notes. So let's give it a shot. Let's say the letters first. Let's see if you know. 1 and 2 together, say the letter. E2 beats, then D2 beats, then C2 beats, and rest, rest. E2 beats, then D2 beats, then C2 beats, then rest, rest. C, 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 D, 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 D. E2 beats, then D2 beats, then C2 beats, and rest, rest. Okay, let's see if you know the letters and you can put down the correct fingers. All right, so here we go. 1 and 2 together, let's say the letter. E2 beats and D2 beats and C2 beats, together play. E2 beats and D2 beats and C2 beats, and rest, rest. C, 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 D, 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 D. E2 beats, then D2 beats, then C2 beats, and rest, rest. Very good. Now we're gonna play it. Oh, wait a minute, we haven't buzzed it. Let's buzz it. All right, so get your mouthpiece ready. 1 and 2 together, let's buzz. To be beautiful, but you do want to change the notes. You want the pitch to be different, okay? You should be able to hear high and low sounds. All right, now let's play it. Ready? 1 and 2 together, let's play. Make sure you're using your tongue to separate the notes, not your air. Your air stays smooth and connected and all the way through. It's like playing whole notes the whole time. The difference is that your tongue is separating the vibration, separating the air. Okay, now we're going to learn about a breath mark. A breath mark looks like a comma, and if you think about it, when you are reading a passage and you see a comma, you usually take a pause and breathe. So this is just like reading. And when you see a breath mark, I want you to take a breath. We're gonna take a look at Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and we're gonna clap and count it first. So get ready to clap and count. Don't forget to count. Don't just clap and don't just count. Put clapping and counting together. Okay, let's clap it out. 1 and 2 together, count and clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Rest, rest. Okay, and then it does have a repeat mark, so we can do it again. And this time, we are going to finger it through. Actually, let's say the letters. Let's say the letters. 1 and 2 together, say the letters. E2 beats, and E, D, C2 beats, and C2 beats. D2 beats, and D, F, E, D, C2 beats. Then G2 beats, G, F, E2 beats, and E2 beats. D, F, E, D, C2 beats, and rest, rest. Now we're gonna put our fingers down and say the letters. Let's see if we can do it. 1 and 2 together, say the letters. E2 beats, E, D, C2 beats, and C2 beats. D2 beats, D, F, E, D, C2 beats. G2 beats, G, F, E2 beats, and E2 beats. D, F, E, D, C2 beats, and rest, rest. And we do it a second time. This time we're gonna buzz it. 1 and 2 together, let's buzz. Hopefully you are buzzing along and you heard the song. All right, now we are going to play fingers, air, embouchure, everything together. And we're gonna play it twice because we have a repeat. 1 and 2 together, let's play. The last one is number 19, and 19 happens to be Essential Elements Quiz. What that means is we get to write in our book and do some really fun things. So for 19, it says, using the note names and rhythms below, draw your notes on the staff before playing it. So you're going to use the quarter notes that are there and half notes, and then you're going to put down all the notes that are the letters that are underneath. So the lines and spaces, you're going to put those note heads where those notes go. Let's take a look at the very first one and do that one together, and then you'll do the rest on your own. All right, so the first one is an F, and it is a quarter note. So what line or space are we going to put the note head on? What? Okay, so it is for first space. So we're going to put an F on the first space. So you're going to make a little circle, fill it all in, and then write a stem all the way up to the third line or so, and you'll have your F. And you're going to do the rest of them just like that. Then give it a try and see if you can play it. It should sound something like this. So there is a breath mark even in that one. Everything that we talked about is in 19. So give your essential elements quiz a try. All right, guys, I hope you're having fun. And this is page 6 of Essential Elements, book number 1.